Hey guys, doing something a little bit different today. Captain Foley has his unboxings, his nerd block, and his loot crate. There is something I get monthly, but up until now I've been sharing it with my family because they're Star Trek fans, but we thought we'd see what you guys think of doing the Eaglemoss collection, because you guys know I love these models and I use them for every show we have them, which is such a bit of fun, flying in front of camera. So I got in the mail and we're going to do a unboxing video of the brand new set and see what you guys think. If you want to see more, and then you guys know my first impressions of these Eaglemoss models. So if you want to get them in the future, well, I would say get all Eaglemoss models because they are all pretty great. So I've cut it. So it's the wrong way around. Wrong way around. Oh well. So this month we have two ships. We have the Raven, USS Raven from Voyager, which is a really, I'm sort of happy they're doing this one because it's such an interesting ship. And the Klingon D7. Now that's an interesting one, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But the bit that I always look forward to is the models, because it's just an excuse to play with them on the show. So, enter box. We first have the USS Raven, which is a Explorer ship. What type is it? Magazine first. What class of ship is it? Ooh, its registry is NAR. That's interesting. I don't know if it says what class of ship, but I'm interested that it's USS Raven NAR 32450. That's interesting. I think it's a Federation ship, not a Starfleet ship, because it's definitely not military, but it's a science vessel. And let's look at the model first. So this is... So I open my... Oh, there we go. This is the first time I've been seeing these, so that's cool. One thing I love about Eaglemoss is that when the scale of the ship is really small, they can then get a lot of detail packed in. But this is the Raven, if it's gonna... Probably. But yeah, the Raven, I like it. It's pretty light, not much die cast from what I can see. But it's interesting, it's got high enough detail to have the doors on either side. The warp engines are interesting. Got interesting curvature there. It's different. I can see the stylistic where they've taken it from. I mean, you've got very sort of runabout style front. Impulse engines there are a bit more Voyager style. The warp engines are quite different. I'm intrigued by these. They're very sort of rudimentary, like workhorse. And it's not many decks. I mean, you can see by how small the door is that that's 4 decks, maybe 5. So that's a pretty small ship. That's how big the model is. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, it's very simple. It's very, very simple, but I do like it. And obviously, you never really get a great sense of what the ship looks like fully in the show. There's lots of just detailing, 3-dimensional detailing on the top, and this sort of doors, bay doors on the bottom. Does that imply a cargo transport feature? Because that's an interesting choice. Weapon-wise, I don't see any phaser strips at all. Don't see any phaser strips. Don't see any torpedo tubes. They're probably just hidden though. But I don't see any torpedo. I mean, I know it's a science vessel, but everything should be armed, especially since they, go after the Borg. But no, actually, I quite like it. It's simple, but I've always liked this ship. It's we don't often get to see the exploration side of the Trek universe in like the purest non-Federation, non-Starfleet way. So yeah, I quite like that. And if you look at the magazine, issue number 66, that's a lot of issues. Having dealt with a lot of these now real 3D models, I'm seeing a lot of details. For example, on 3D model they just put 3 textures for the windows, but I can see how they've repeated them, so it's obviously the same thing. This is probably the same model from the show. Doesn't look like it's been upgraded much. 90 meters. That's 109 smaller than the Bird of Prey, so not particularly big. Crew 3. 24th century. I'm still interested by the NAR, but I'm obviously you guys need to buy this magazine to get all the details. Lots to learn. That's part of Trekyards. I'm looking forward to learning all about it and talking to Rick. I'm sure designed it. Let's see if we've got some behind the scenes stuff. Yep, Rick Sternbuck. Get to talk to him about it at some point. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Raven number 66, Eaglemoss I like it, and look forward to talking to Rick Sternbach about his design and getting all the ins and outs. But that's only one of the two. The second model, put all the rubbish over there. Right, the second model is the Klingon D7. Now this is interesting because one of the first couple of models was actually the Klingon Katinga, which, as you all know, is the more detailed, basically the same version. Well, it is the same, just with more detailing. And this I've got some, I know some interesting background information about Eaglemoss wise, because Rob Bonchoon, he's the one that was responsible for handling the renders of this ship and the 3D model. I know he used one of the ones from the show, but the problem with the D7 is that in the actual show, it was just flat wood, so not really any detailing, but a model of that is going to look very bland, and compare it to the very nicely detailed Katinga, just doesn't hold up. So I know he spent a long time working out a mixture of paneling and detailing and just how does he add the elements that make it feel more real. I gotta say, he did a great job. I really like the CG detailing he did. I'm well done, Rob. And we were talking all what time you were doing it, so I know what you went through there. You said, "Oh, that's cool." The work in progress design pictures of the D7. I've never seen those before. But I'm interested at the model, because obviously we'll do a Katinga and D7 episode. Now I've got one of each, so we can compare the differences. But let's have a look. Heavier than the previous one a little bit. Got a pile of stuff here now. So you've got D7 and Katinga. Very similar. The engines are different size. Oh, they're different size. Actually, quite a lot different sized. This is a bigger model. This is bigger engines. Yeah, this is slightly more streamlined. That's interesting. Yeah, that's thicker. That's thinner. This is way more die cast, but I like it. See, I wasn't really necessarily needing a D7 when I already had a Katinga, but I like this. I mean, I've had it before as a micro machine, so I've had a D7, and it's very bland, really. But this is actually, it works. I see now even more why it works so well in the show. Just its sort of simple color palette, and yeah, definitely quite different to the Katinga model. Just in terms of sort of, well, lack of detailing. And all the shapes are slightly different. The engine module is very slightly different. The top bits are slightly different. Even the struts there. Struts there are different. So that's, yeah, it's all just sort of. If that represents how the two are really different, they are structurally different. And the boom is different. The boom is longer on the D7 and bigger and more bulbous. Interesting. The model's also a bit cleaner. There's no line that you can see on the neck here, but there's a line that you can see on that part. So it's, yeah. Huh. Cool. Okay. So now I've got two Klingon Katinga D5 styles, but I'm okay with that. So that is the Katinga number 67. No, D7 number 67. Thanks to Rob for all the extra work he put into making this. I know how much you worked on it. And next, number 68, is the Federation Attack Fighter, which we know is the Peregrine, which I'm looking forward to because that's quite a different one. And then I think the Breen's after that. So lots of different things. I'll be interested in the design. I always like the design part, so I'll be interested for the design part of that. But yeah, so that is this month's too. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed my little look at the models, and you will see these again when I do the full Trekyards episodes. Until then, guys, check out Stuart's Nerd Block and Loot Crate unboxings every single month. And if you guys like this, I'll do it next month for the next two ships. Give my first impressions of the models, and then yeah, just see me a bit more. Pretty much. So that is it for this week, this month. Until next time, guys, tune in to Trekyards every week, and have a great week yourself. Right, bye, guys.